And it's about the time when we actually receive some more information about the Odyssey. But what a better day to do so than a Flight Simulator 2020 release day. Well, looks like the Frontier guys are masters at undercutting their own releases. But for some reason they think that they can ape a little bit of popularity off that game. Either which way, it's questionable. Regardless, we got some information. And as there's not a lot of information, I caution you, fuck the hype. So first things first, developers release a trailer with basically a laughable amount of pandering to their own greatness. Yeah, that's pretty much how I would describe it. It's just, oh, the game's been so good. Everything's been so great. Despite the fact that there's been basically no balancing or quality of life improvements in the last, I don't know, half a year. No, wait, 2 years. Regardless, we're so great. And here's a picture. Here's a, reused trailer footage and okay, forgot that we need to release something interesting. Okay, here's about 10 seconds of actual gameplay stuff, so I guess we're talking about that now. However, it's not the silliest or stupidest trailer that they've released. Remember, there was this one Guardian update, sort of a thingamajig that basically was more footage of their new spinning 3D logo than actual gameplay. I shit you not, go look it up, it's hilarious. But anyways, everyone's here for the Odyssey news stuff, and with the trailer, well, what we got was a little bit of actual gameplay footage from the ice planets, which is actually a feature that I did want to see at the end of Beyond, and I was actually quite sad to see it being delayed. But for a good thing, I'm willing to wait. And if that good thing results into the same thing that fleet carriers did, honestly, I don't care when they release it. But okay, just keeping a little bit more positivity. I bet that they will do well, because last time they did change the planet tech with I think it was the metallic and rocky planets. They did actually a surprisingly nice job. And that was one of the bigger changes when it was released. After that, we got proper atmospheric flights, so that's gonna be a thing. I mean, all it is just a slight skybox change. And they went into details. We know the planet's temperatures and whatnot else, and it's just nonsense. It's just a variable.
And we'll be able to visit planets with light atmospheres, with light atmospheres.
And there are bazillion planets, so it's not impressive, and yet they are trying to make it sound impressive, which is, frankly speaking, hilarious in of itself. Still, a slight skybox change, fine. But you know, everything that I just talked about was nothing. We all are here for one thing, and you know that thing to be the shrub concept. Yes, my friends. Okay, no, seriously, we are all here for the multi-tool thingamajig, which looks, granted, pretty interesting. I'm not saying cool, but interesting, because it's new, so obviously everyone's gonna say, it looks cool, but realistically speaking, let it age a bit, and then let's talk. Because, while it is interesting, it also kinda doesn't make sense to be in Elite's universe. But hey, when you run out of ideas, I guess that's basically what type of an art style you're gonna get in a more grounded, sort of realistic space sim. The new guys are taking the reins, and oh boy, this is gonna be an interesting art change for sure. But hey, everything can be done just fine, as long as it's backed up by decent gameplay, decent things, and actually caring a development, as well as the results. And that's about it. So, for fun times, let's recount for the gameplay what actual information we can get from this trailer. And after scrolling through it, I honestly gotta say it's less than 10 seconds of planetary driving on the nice planet, the planetary atmospheric flying, and multi-tool first-person slow walking. And as I said, it's less than 10 seconds. It's just, out of all that frame count you can put in a 5-minute video or so, 10 seconds is basically what we got. This feels sad. Frankly, this feels sad. And funny. Especially considering that Star Citizen, and yes, I'm making that comparison, manages to do a lot more hype building for a non-existing game yet, with a lot more polished trailers, which makes you question a couple of things about the capabilities of Frontier Fellows. So I guess those of you that are more inclined for speculation, off you go. Speculate how that shrub will become, I don't know, Asling the Wall's next husband or something, but I sure as hell will wait and see. Now, this is of course not to say that the things that they showcased are bad or indicated some really horrible things. No! I mean, seriously, what can you get from 10 seconds of gameplay footage, and that one's questionable either way, and a lot of developers' self-masturbatory rhetoric constantly being pushed forward? Like, seriously, you can't tell much from that, except for maybe how much they think of themselves. Maybe. But I blame PR for presenting that. Oh, there's one more thing. I don't talk much about the VR stuff about Odyssey, or at all. But I know someone who does. Exigeous is quite uppity up about that stuff, and I think he might have some interesting perspectives, let's just say so. So check his stuff out too. And of course, as always, if you enjoyed my snarkily amazing commentary, do check out my Patreon. It certainly helps in creation of these types of fun little videos, informing you all with total unbiased view about the new things in your favorite video game, or games, or even non-games. I just can't go around without kicking or curb stomping at least once on the Star Citizen. Well,